21st of November 2021, and I want to talk about a few things, um, some tactics that I've used to figure out things that are going on with these gang stalkers, and some of the ways that I've come up with um, to combat the things that they do and to exploit the things that they do. So, first of all, let me tell you, I got three or four guys on my channel all day, and they're just like crawling around on my face with little broadcasts. Like they're on mind control, living as broadcasts, like crawling around my eyes, penetrating into my neck. A lot of violent things to hurt me and to just to be just to have me going through a horrible experience, and it's all the time. So um, let's rewind back to about maybe June of 2020. All right, and I got fed up with these gang stalkers, and I was looking for ways. I know how they do things. I know that they're all over my devices. I know that they're all into my account. I still feel them all over my face with broadcasts, and that's what's the motivation behind what I'm going to do today. So um, I started to do something, and this is something that you guys should look into. You should really look into this. So I was using Android. I still have Android. I still use Android. I got a fully activated Android and a fully activated iPhone. The iPhone is giving me a lot of problems because it's full. All right, and it's not all my stuff that it's full of, but it's a lot of my stuff. And the problem is I can't get it off of it, and it's because these gang stalkers are administrating and controlling things. So I use a thing called an iExpand. It's basically a USB thumb drive that's made for iPhone, and you download the iExpand app from SanDisk, and then um, you're able to transfer your files, your media files, off of the phone onto the iExpand thumb drive. Okay, so I demonstrated that on a video a week ago, I think, and since then the phone has become full again. So um, I was going to do that again today, but these gang stalkers, they've changed something in the coding to make USB devices not recognize on my device now, on my iPhone. So I'm not able to get it to recognize so I can transfer any files. And it's one of the things that they do. They like to do stupid stuff like that to hold me hostage, where basically I'm not able to make videos. So I'm doing live videos every time I do videos now. They're all live because they're administrating my phone too much. I can't get it cleared off, even though I have the proper equipment that I paid for and bought and I own it, and I'm not able to use it because they're altering the coding of my software within the iPhone to not recognize a USB device. So that's what I'm fighting with them about now. But I was using Android a year and a half ago, and I discovered something. Okay, now I tried to root the Android, but um, it continued to fail, and I was not able to root the Android. I believe it's because they already have it rooted, and they were making sure that all of the ways that I was trying to root it were failing because they already had it set up the way that they wanted. These gang stalkers, the Howard Circle guys, all these guys, part of Robert Lackey's gang, mind control, remote neural monitoring, terrorist organization. They're a gang. They're a gang stalker gang of terrorists, and they call themselves Viva la Crucial, Crucial. They say it, we spell it with an X. All right, so that's the absolute fact. If I'm lying, then run and file something with a judge. All right, and we'll talk about it in a courtroom. Otherwise, I'll say it every single day. That's what I'm gonna say because it's the truth. Swear to God and stand by it. So I was not able to root the Android. So I found a way to get into the file system of the Android. And you got the My Files app on the Android that you can check your files and have like your media files, stuff that you put there, but you can't get into the system files. All right, if you want to get into the system files, you either have to have it rooted, or the second option, the option that I ended up using was to um, to get a root file explorer app. Okay. Now this is an important video, just so you know. This is an important video, and I'm giving you some good information here. And this is the type of thing that can get you what you need to win. Like really, really. Okay, so what I was doing, and I've done it on my channel live on my YouTube channel on this. I've done it live on this channel. I was going into the root file explorer, and then you can get into the root file system. So I was into the root file system. I would go in there and find their files, the game stalker files. There will be a lot of different stuff, scripts that they've written, um, files that they've altered, my files that they've stolen and moved to where I'm not supposed to be able to access them. A lot of different little hacker packages and what they call APKs, which is an Android installation package for an application. And so, but these little functions like infinite loading wheel and like to get past the network security like T-Mobile or Verizon, little stuff like that, which obviously those are very much illegal, but these guys, they had all this stuff. So I was able to get in there, and you can't just get them right off of there. You have to transfer it over to the regular My Files app where it's user accessible. And then from there, you could plug in a thumb drive and transfer it to the thumb drive or transfer it to your memory card that you have in the Android phone. So then at that point, you can obtain their files, these gang stalkers files. And it's going to be more solid evidence that you've ever gotten before about anything else because it's going to be scripts that they've written and their hacker packages and all the way to maybe even their virtual machines, their virtual device, their virtual Androids or virtual device that they're using on your device. And I've intercepted all kinds of stuff like that. So the problem was this. I was not able to get it to transfer because they would kill the process. So I came up with a way, all right, I would start the transfer and then very quickly I would put the Android device in this metal box. It's like one of those little cash box, like a little safe cash box type of thing. I would put the Android into that little box. And then I would put that little metal box into my freezer or refrigerator and shut it, all right? And then they weren't able to get in to as broadcast, and they weren't able to get in there and shut down the process. And so I was able to obtain their files. All right, so that brings me to the next problem. How do you go through these files? Because now you've gotten them and they're safe. And they're on an external storage device that these gang stalkers can't get to. So now you got this problem, all right? If you put it onto something where you can access it and you can go through these files, then you're facing these things that can happen. One, they can corrupt the format of the actual storage device, whether it be a memory card or a thumb drive or USB drive, whatever it is, they can corrupt the format, all right? And they've done that many times, and it just completely it's destruction of property. They'll destroy your property rather than you have their files, okay? So, so then you got that problem, all right? So this is what I came up with, all right? If you put it on any device, obviously they can get into all these devices. So this is what I came up with, and this is the important part, and this is the part that really should be getting a whole lot of attention, but it hasn't yet. But let me show you what I got going on right here, okay? Now what this is this is a Mac tower, all right? I bought this brand new back in 2002 when I was basically a kid. I bought this thing brand new, and this was something I was using back in the days when I first got into making music. Now, the thing is, okay, it doesn't really have wireless capability, okay? All right, so basically, okay, you can put a Wi-Fi card in here, and you could put a Bluetooth card over here, which I had. I had those, and I completely removed them. I removed them all the way out of the system so they don't exist, all right? Now, that was something that these gang stalkers and I dealt with before, as far as I know. So I was getting on to this computer right here, all right, and I hooked it up to my TV with this right here, all right. It's a HDMI adapter. I hooked it up to the TV, and I started going through and organizing all of their files, all of the hacker files that I had intercepted from them. So at that point, the legal case was getting strong. Oh, it was getting real dangerous for them because they didn't have a way to stop it. Because you can't hack into something that doesn't have any connectivity, right? So it's like trying to hack into this alarm clock right here, which I've also had forever fire alarm clock, though, and they can't hack into it, right? I can't use my phone to try to wake up. I'll be late every day for everything because they hack all my stuff. I can use this old Dream Machine, though. So about a week or so went by. I was going through their files and organizing everything. I was finding all of the scripts that they had written, and I could see the process and the way that they were doing things. And I was finding all of their APK hacker packages and all the little functions and all kinds of stuff that they use. Because that's the big flaw about gang stalking and the way that they do this neural monitoring thing. They're living as a broadcast, so they're where you are. You're the targeted person. So these gang stalkers, they are where you are. So they need something. Okay? They got a virtual device, sure. To broadcast with them, they can be on their virtual device as a broadcast, their broadcasted device, which is basically the broadcast version of whatever their virtual device is and the coding that they have written for their virtual device. So they can have a virtual Android or something like that, and it's the same as having a physical, real Android, except it's a virtual Android, all right? It's like taking the software off of your Android, and that's your Android, okay? A virtual device is useless without a physical device because a virtual device needs to have storage. A virtual device needs to have processing capabilities and memory to function correctly. Just like your device minus the hardware is a virtual device. Minus the hardware, it ain't going to work. It has to have the hardware. So they're broadcast around you, right, and they need some hardware. What does that leave them? That leaves them your device. So that's the big flaw in gang stalking and the way that they do this. All right, so they can host it online, but they still have to have a connection. So they can host the virtual device on your device, or they can host all their stuff on your device. They can modify an application on your device to make it work as their virtual device, like your Gmail app or any app they want. Really. They can modify it and they use your apps. They even call their virtual device their app. That's what they call it, their app. Okay, so and it's a virtual machine. Right? And I know how to run a virtual machine on like VMware or something like that, VirtualBox. But I don't know how to install a virtual machine onto my iPhone. Whether I don't even know if you're supposed to be able to. They definitely can. I swear to God they can. And thank you, but I'm not really doing better. They're still attacking my neck. But I'm not doing bad anyway. It's just motivating you to do more. The more they do, the more I do. And I want to do something that's damaging to them today. So here's the problem, okay? About a week or a little more into this whole thing with me figuring out everything that they had going on, because I was able to look into all these files that were their files that I was able to get off of my other device. All right, and I was using this old 2002 Mac Tower. All right, so I was using that to look at all of these files, and so somehow, only because they're able to use EMF broadcast, somehow they figured out a way to hack into it with no connectivity whatsoever built into it. So I ended up, they crashed the hard drive, so I started a new hard drive. and then I removed the modem off of the board. All right, so now there's absolutely no connectivity on this device, on this machine right here. And so here's the thing. Um, they can still hack into it because they use EMF broadcast, and they're doing something where they're simulating a wireless signal from either the processor or a hard drive or something. They're doing something weird, something that it's a very sketchy thing, and there's no way that they're supposed to be able to do it, and they can only do it because they're able to use broadcast, which makes it real dangerous for them, because if I can prove that that's happening, then that proves all of this broadcast hacking stuff, which is absolutely the truth in what they do. They're able to use EMF broadcast hack. They're broadcast hacking all the time. They can get into anything. They can get into a brand new Mac Pro you bought 5 minutes ago, and they can get into it and take it completely over in 5 minutes. All right, with the newest, updatedest, latest software. That's why I'm gonna buy a new. I got a Mac Pro laptop that I use. It's older, but I want to buy a brand new one, and I know it's expensive, but I'm going to buy a brand new one because I want to take it to Apple every time they get into it, and I'm going to say, hey, here we go again. You're not keeping your system secure, and I'm going to make a big fuss publicly about Apple not making their system secure. I should do the same thing about Android and everything else, okay? But what I'm going to do, okay, not right this second, but I'm going to do it here in a little while on another video. I'm going to plug in some of these drives on this old machine right here, and that has no connectivity, and I'm going to unplug my Wi-Fi box from the wall, from the power, and I'm going to run a live stream, and I'm going to go into their files, and I'm going to show you all this stuff, all right? And then I'm going to put all of these hacker APK packages, about 1,300 of them, 12 or 1,300 of them, that I intercepted from these gang stalkers, having them on my devices, and it's everything you can imagine. You can tell they're malicious, okay? And I'm gonna post them all on a Google Drive and let the whole world have them, because the police don't want to do nothing, and these gang stalkers ain't trying to get off of me. They ain't trying to get off of my face, attacking my eyes every day, and it's getting too stupid. So I'm about to make some noise they can't ignore and nobody else can ignore, because it's the type of thing that can get into any system, that can get past any security, past any network. It's all very much illegal. I'm cool because, hey, I've been contacting the police. I've got over 20 police reports in Clayton County about this type of stuff, and they won't even call me back. I've contacted the FBI, contacted the GBI, contacted the State Department, I've contacted the CIA, I've contacted Samsung, I've contacted Apple, I've contacted everybody. And nobody wants to do anything or take me very seriously. So we're going to see how serious they're going to take it now. All right? So that's going to be what I'm going to do. And if they want to hack into it and try to destroy my property, then it's going to be very obvious that it's broadcast hacking, because this thing's from 2002 and it don't have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth in it. So that's where we're headed today. That's where we're headed today, because these gang stalkers that are on my channel, on my neural monitoring, attacking me with EMF broadcasts, harassing me nonstop with artificial telepathy and running their mouth, neurological, physical, psychological torture, all of the above, and they're just relentless. They're sick. They have an obsession, and it's way beyond anything I've ever seen. It's way beyond acceptable. It's not a circumstance I'm going to continue to live with, so I'm going to make the kind of noise that they can't ignore. All right? So that's coming up today, tomorrow. This is my goal. This is my task. This is what I'm going to be doing. So I wanted to give you guys some insight on how you can get around their hacking, but you still may have to do it on live streams, and you got to make it where they can't have themselves being accountable for the things that are happening, or liable, or they can't let people see that these things are happening, because it's broadcast hacking. And if they can use EMF broadcast and live on mind control as a broadcast and hack into anything that easily, then the system's messed up and we got a problem. All right, and that's exactly what they can do, and I intend to prove it. All right, so I'm gonna put all this stuff out there today, and that's what it's gonna be. So I don't have my glasses on. They've been attacking my eyes a lot, so I can't read all of that. Hey, you guys, leave me some comments after the video, so they'll show up in the comments. Leave me some comments after the video, and don't forget, if you want to be featured, if you're a targeted person, you want to send me some videos, you want to be featured on this channel, I'll post your videos. This channel could be a platform, okay, almost up to 8,000 subscribers, and I'd like to make it a platform for other targeted individuals. It's a targeted individual channel, so it doesn't have to be just me. At EMF Broadcast on Telegram, send me your videos, and I'll post them up on here if you want me to. And it's a good way to get some exposure for yourself, even if you want to promote your own targeted individual channel. Unless I completely disagree with you and I think you're spreading propaganda, I'm fine with that. I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater at all. You want to promote your channel on my channel, send me your video, your little promotion video, and I'll most likely I'll put it on for you. All right, because I want to spread awareness, and I'm trying to do this thing as a team effort. Okay, it's not a thing that's just like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, anyway, how do they do that? Go on Telegram. Get the app. It's called Telegram. It's a secure, encrypted end-to-end way. It's a messenger. It's the real deal, okay? It's not like just some shady little messenger app. It's the real deal. It's the next big thing. It's really almost like a social media, really. So, Telegram. I'm on Telegram as at EMF Broadcast, all right? Send me your videos if you want to feature it on my channel, and I'll do that. But stay tuned. Today, I'm going to try to make a rift in the matrix, for real, with posting up all of these hacker files and these scripts and stuff that they've done. I'm risking it to try to access my own files, right? Because I know they want to destroy my hard drives and corrupt my file systems and corrupt the formats and brick my devices. They want to do all of that, but we're going to go for it anyway. So thank you guys for watching, and today might be a really big day, so see what happens.